It's almost 7 a.m. I'm a little late getting out, but I'm leaving, and that's what matters. I only have a 9-hour trip this time, so maybe I'll be able to go a little bit slower than I usually do. We'll see. I'm 4 hours in again on our trip, and I am just north of Dothan. I'm at my favorite little rest area, and Justice needs a break, and so do I. So we're gonna take a break. So many good things to smell. Oh. I remember my mask this time. Interesting story. After a walk, put Justice back in the truck and went up to use the facilities, and there was a phone left behind. So I asked one lady if it was hers, and she said it was not. And then another lady popped around the corner real quick. It's my phone, it's my phone. So I was more than happy to give it to her. She even described it to me. So that was lucky for her that I found it, and I was able to return it to her, because I don't know, Alabama's different. People seem to be a lot more honest. If I had left my phone, say, in a Florida rest area, I may not have ever found it again. I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm not saying that people in Florida are worse than people in Alabama, but it has been my experience that people are warmer, friendlier, and maybe even a little bit more trustworthy. So that's my rest area story for the day. Stopped and took a little break. I picked up a sandwich for me, some chicken tenders for Justice. She gobbled them up. Also made sure she got plenty of water. She gets real dehydrated when we're traveling. So I'm done with my lunch. We're still on I-10. Haven't made it to I-75 yet. I still got 3 hours until I get to my destination. But I had to get up and walk. My back is killing me. So Monday I had a grueling 11-hour drive to Alabama. Then I spent Wednesday and Thursday working really hard trying to make sure that I got everything done. And then got up this morning for another 9-hour drive back to Florida. So my back is really not happy with me right now, or my hip for that matter. It's hell getting old, but it's a fact of life. So like I said, 3 more hours and I will be at my destination. I hope it passes quickly. I did a not so bright thing. I turned off my Waze the last time I stopped. I use it, it's my GPS program that I use. So it helps me get around things like accidents or traffic jams, stuff like that. Well, I turned it off, and now I sit on I-75, stopped, and have no clue how long I'm going to be here. So this is going to be fun. Okay, we finally made it. Good morning. I'm in West Central Florida. I'm here with family, helping out for a little while. And it's a nice rural neighborhood. Nice place to walk the dog in the mornings. But there's all kinds of stuff to see out here on our walk. Hold on. There's all these beauty berries. Their bushes are everywhere, and they're just full of fruit. I actually thought about doing something with them, but I really don't have the supplies. But it's cool to know that they're out here. This is kind of cool. I have no clue what it is, but I'll have to look it up later. Kind of looks like a flower, but I'm not sure. That's cool. I think that's a pretty decent idea for a grape arbor. Maybe not as tall, but I might make a smaller version of that. Pretty cool. One of the things that I've noticed here are these pine trees. They have really long pine needles, and the pine cones are huge. I believe these are a white pine variety. I'll have to look it up. If I remember, these are the size pine cones I used to see when I was a kid. But when I'm in Alabama, the pine cones are a lot smaller. So, I don't know. I guess the white pines are more common here in Florida than they are in Alabama. When I get back, I'm going to definitely start looking for them. Today I'm going to go see my girls after a long weekend of cooking, cleaning, laundry, really, radio. Anyway, it's been a long weekend, so now I need to go take some things to my daughter in Orlando. It's about an hour and a half trip, and then we're going to go do some shopping. So maybe I'll show some pictures of what we do. We'll see. That sucks. I had a really good visit with my daughters, but since then I really haven't done too much. This has actually been more of a vacation than anything else. Like I said earlier, I'm in a rural area. There is hardly any, there's no internet at the house that I'm at. And I have one bar, sometimes two, on my phone. So I'm very limited to how much data I get. Half the time it doesn't even work, depending upon where I am in the house. But actually it's been kind of nice. I've done a lot of reading. I downloaded the Procreate app onto my tablet a couple of weeks ago, and I've been teaching myself how to draw, so that's been pretty interesting. So I'm actually, this is supposed to be my last day here. I had to make a couple of errands. I'm sitting in my truck waiting for my dad. And on our way here, my engine light came on my truck. So after I finish up here, I guess I'm going to have to go to the Dodge dealership that's here and try to figure out what's going on with my truck. I don't think it's a dire emergency. Otherwise, I believe the truck would have just shut itself down. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the fuel system in the car, because previously I was getting a light that kept coming on when I started the vehicle that said that it was a heating diesel fuel in progress. But once I turned off the truck and turned it back on, it would disappear, and I was going to have it looked at when I got back home. But now that I have the engine light, I don't want to take a chance of driving 9 hours back to Alabama just to have my engine fail for something that I should have looked at. So that's what I'm going to do next. Well, I just went to go pick up my truck, and I got the call earlier that it was ready, so I went to go pick up my truck. And my service advisor, Brad, was bringing around my car, or my truck. And I waited and waited and waited. He never showed up. The next thing I know, he's running around to me and he's like, Mrs. Pate, I'm sorry, but I'm going to get you a rental. Apparently it threw another engine light. So I'm now sitting in a rental, and I'm still here in Florida. And I had anticipated getting up in the morning and leaving and heading home, but that's not going to happen. So here I am, and I guess we'll wait and see what tomorrow brings.